Hello, welcome to the Pub Shed Chat or Chat Shit Shed section of the Ale and Audio podcast. Hello if you are watching on YouTube. Hello if you're listening to us on Spotify. If you're doing one or the other, maybe try the other one, because on Spotify you get all the music. On YouTube you get extended and uncut bits as well. So it's the time I bring on our resident Sheddies of the day, and today we've got with us. First of all, let's start with Jan of the Box and Hounds. How are you doing, Jan?
Hello, all good? Yeah?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. Did you have a good weekend? Good couple of weeks. We've been off, haven't we? So, have you had a good couple of weeks?
Yeah, not bad at all. Haven't done anything this weekend. Skinned myself because I bought AC/DC tickets.
Oh, I know the Radio Leven was going on about that. I don't think he was too happy with the prices. They were quite dear, weren't they?
Yeah, but they are for anything at Wembley Stadium, aren't they? It doesn't matter who's there, really.
Yeah,
they are expensive. So yeah.
I also saw you had a big beer delivery, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I thought we were going to go over last weekend because it's only half an hour away from us. And then I said to Kev, I'll sod it, we'll just get a delivery. It's free delivery over 50 quid. And he told me I was only allowed to spend £51. That didn't happen.
Looks like a pretty decent delivery as well.
Yeah. My delivery for today, you mean?
Oh, that's a different delivery, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I've got a pretty decent delivery today, but I got my Unity delivery Thursday or Friday last week.
So you're fully stocked for a while, basically, then?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks, you know me.
Jan box array officially over. We got you off it last time, didn't we? Last time you were on with us. Officially over now, obviously.
It's well and truly over now, yeah.
Let's bring in our next resident Sheddie. He's back. It's Andy of the Dunning in Stoke.
Hello. Hello.
I thought
Jan's beer delivery. I'm sure you must have got a free fridge with that, because last time we were on, you were still saying that your backup fridge was full.
Yes,
so what I'm reading from that is you've managed to empty the backup fridge and the regular fridge, so you've needed a double stock take.
No, I've also got a cold store in the house as well, in the utility room. So
the utility room's like 12 foot by 12 foot with a big aircon chiller on. It's like it's what they have in most pubs to keep all the kegs cold.
No, I wish. It's just cold out there this time of year, so I've got to sort out, because I'm sure there's some beers in here that are probably out of date. So
we were about this the other week. We make beer stock rotations key.
Yeah, but I'll drink them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Unless they're
I'm not
really
saying that out-of-date beers is a bad thing. Yeah, I think you just use your nose, and your gut reaction is if you pour it out and it's got some floaty bits that don't look so nice, maybe give it a swig, just check.
Yeah.
Get a spoon and fish them out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
If it's got green, bluey bits in it, don't drink it.
Just chuck it through a sieve. Be all right.
It's not. It's not a straight.
Pour them all in one bucket and drink it out of that.
It's not a pasta strainer at Jan's house. It's a beer strainer.
Yeah.
So yes. Well, let's first of all start with Andy, because or go on to Andy, because obviously we've just had your Dick and Ed Pub Shed TV as of last Friday.
Pub Shed TV with Decadent was back. Yeah, it was good. So it was a strange one, because they were all different styles of beer, but also some of them we were questioning, was it actually beer in the first place? Because the double fruited juice Forsyth was just like having breakfast juice, like for 5% beer. It was crazy. The Heisters Bananas, the BANANAS, was also a strange one. It seemed to lose the banana flavour as you drank more of it. I think your palate come attuned to how much banana was in it. I didn't quite get on board with the strawberry sencha tea variation. I think by that point I'd been bananaed and juiced out with taters, so I couldn't quite get my palate wrapped around that. But the Tonkoka s'mores, that was very tasty. But yeah, even Dave put that as his favourite of the night. We just disagreed on the bottom end. But yeah, Dave on a stout, unbelievable.
I'm starting to wonder if this is real now. I think he's starting to pull our legs. I get he's starting to like stouts, but then when he put it as his favourite, that blew me away. That blew me away.
Imagine last year, Dave.
No, he wouldn't have had that.
Oh, God, I'm saying that we might get you converted to sours this year, and then you'd be like, last year, Jimbo would be like, well, I've missed out on so many of these.
I think one of you said that the Juice Forsyth was almost like a sour, wasn't it?
It was almost a sour, I would say, because it was that tart, and it was, I can forget the flavours now, but it was very, very mango fronted,
yeah.
And then it's like just this twist to like underlying grapefruit that just kind of made you go like, yeah.
So I've had the 3 variations of that so far. Obviously, I had the original one, which is a little bit more beer-like, I think, than that one.
It's actually beer, yeah.
Yeah, and then that one, is very, like you say, it's like a breakfast drink. But then I also had the juice, as in the DEUCE, Deuce Forsyth, which was like a double IPA strength.
You get nothing for fair in this game.
Yeah, and that wasn't as fruity. It was stronger, but it wasn't as fruity. But I can see what you mean by that one. And I did manage to pick that one up and drink along with you. And the lychee as well. Now, I was going to start with the Juice Forsyth first, because that was my favourite, first beer at night. You want to go for something you're going to really like. Decided to go against it. Went for the lychee instead, and I actually quite enjoyed it. And I think it was the first beer.
I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying I think at that point, I'd been bananaed out with taters. So it was quite hard to get me chops around.
Fortunately, they didn't have the banana in the bottle shop, and I hate banana anyway. I can't stand banana. No way, no bananas for me.
I need to get you some banana beers.
But unfortunately, they didn't have the stout, and I would have liked to have tried that.
That was very good. If you can get them two Conco ones are pretty good anyway. When they do the different variations, I think they've got one at the minute which is a peanut butter, I think. That might be worth trying if you're into those sort of flavors, because it holds some flavor really well. Like it did taste like marshmallow, like burnt marshmallows. It was really good.
Yeah, it did look good, that one. But anyway, other than that, have you been adventuring again recently?
Well, we got Pub Shed TV Friday. We went to we put up a bit of a fight at football on Saturday, but ultimately lost. And then we went to a caravan and camping show at the NEC on Sunday, which was good. We'd got some bits that we were still on the shopping list, even though we've got a boatload of stuff. Jan with the caravan will back up the fact that once you start buying things for your caravan, camper van, motorhome, it just never stops. It's like pub sheds. You end up seeing something else that somebody else has got, and you think, oh, I can make use of that. And then you probably 10 months down the line, you're like, I've never used that, still in the box. So that was the weekend, really nice. It was a bit of a chill one, to be fair, after Dickhead's TV on the Friday night.
Very good. What are you drinking, Jan?
I am on pretty decent Tamagotchi.
I do like their can art. Tamagotchi.
I love their can art. And I'll tell you what, this is a 5.8% NEPA, and it is bloody lovely. I would definitely buy it again. They do some really good beers.
The beer that came a close fourth in the beer of the year last year was Cuddles from Pretty Decent, and that, they're not just pretty decent; they're absolutely bang on. Like they do those sort of lower end beers really well, I think. They got one that's called Choo Choo Choose Me, I think, that came out for Valentine's Day. I don't know if you got that in your haul, but they also got they also created a You Don't Choose Me, which is a heartbroken version of it, which was quite funny.
That's what I got today, the Valentine's beers. There were 6 of them. I got the Choo 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 and Date Night at the Mall. 2 of these I Tamagotchi. I can't remember the others. Anyway, if you ordered from them, they sent you like a free card. So they sent it, I forget what it said, roses are red, violets are blue. I got these beers for you or something. So I gave the card to Kev. I said, you do know that's bollocks. I didn't buy them for you. I bought them for myself, but you can have the cards.
I bet he, when you gave him the card, though, I bet he went, oh, shit, I didn't get one.
But no, I do love Pretty Decent beers. They are banging beers.
People
Really
keep
good.
mocking when you say that I've had a Pretty Decent beer, and they go, how was it? It's actually better than Pretty Decent. It's
Yeah.
They are really, really good. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're on Bruiser, but I am.
Maybe they are. Yeah.
I paused my Bruiser over Christmas because I got a backlog and I ain't got the spare fridges like Andy and Dave. And my cool box is full. So if they are on Bruiser, I might look at them as my next one, seeing as they're getting high reviews from you both.
Very good.
If like you're a bit like me, Jimbo, I will drink a sour, but I'm not overly keen. I wouldn't order a load of them. But on the last order I got from Pretty Decent, I got one called If Life Gives You Lemons, Give Up, and it's a lemon and strawberry cheesecake sour, which for me is more naturally a sour because it's got lemon in it, and it actually was really quite good, nice and refreshing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Worth a go.
There's a beer last year, and it said I could get better from Tesco for £1, a 4.5%.
Yeah, I've had that.
4.5% session ale, and it's absolutely lovely.
It is.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. Yeah, if nobody's tried Pretty Decent beers, they've got to. They're amazing.
Glowing reviews there.
Glowing reviews.
Andy, what about yourself? Is it Rivington?
This is Azvex.
Azvex.
This is Azvex, another brewery that if you've not tried any of the beers, the can art alone is AI generated and it's absolutely amazing. But this is Surreal Shadows IPA 6.4%. And this drink's like a 4% beer. This is amazing. Sam went to Liverpool last week and actually went to Azvex and bought me the proper.
Nice.
Well, a friend went to the tap room.
Shiny.
Brought me back the proper shiny pint glass. But the best thing about the pint glass, it's nice, like it's proper salt. I think if you wanted to hurt somebody with this pint glass, you could do some damage. It's got some weight. It's got some weight in it. It's got a very focal base to it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a good one.
So that means you can look through the bottom and see things close up and also far away.
Far away, yeah. And even with my eyesight, yeah. Well, this is not. I got recommended this from Trenton Craft Bar, obviously where you guys have been before. But I had a beer from them earlier on in the month in January, and I went back and I went, that beer was amazing. He said, if you like this, you'll like this, and this is very nice. So it's like citrusy, bit earthy, but underlying it's got this like lime that like cuts right through it. So it's really good.
I keep popping in the bottle shop and saying, you're doing a new Azvex order soon because he's had Azvex. It's all gone. I had some of it. And I keep saying, when you do the order, can you just keep an eye out for that lava lamp?
Yeah.
I keep dropping hints. Please get me that lava lamp.
I need 3 lava lamps.
So still waiting.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you've not tried Azvex, there have been like a lot of Instagram people getting on this because they're really good. I can't say anything better than go and try it. And
I think we discovered in a previous quiz that they are. I think it might have been through the Glory Hole. It was the formerly Neon Raptors.
The guy who at the moment used to be a former founding member of Neon Raptor. Yes.
Very good. So I'm on something that you could get from a supermarket, which I think is quite cool that you can get this from a supermarket now. I think this might only be my second of this brewery's beers I've ever had. I think I might have had one after Owl Duty at the Wednesday match once when Aussie Owl brought me one in. Just that image, an owl passing me a beer. It's a Wild Child.
How do you drink it?
It's post Owl. It's a Wild Child's. I think it's like one of their core and quite well known ones. Brownie Hunter. Have you had many Wild Child?
We went to Crafty Dogs Beer Festival a couple of years ago, and Wild Child have got a little stand there with a few beers, and there's a few decent ones, like variations of styles again. They're really good.
So I'm continuing with using the Ale and Audio podcast recordings on a Monday, the Pub Shed Chat Shit Shed, to have different things. I start, I ate the barley wine, and I've had all sorts of random stuff recently.
You're still recovering after that barley wine the week after, to be honest.
Still can't get the stickiness off my lips. It was the stickiest beer I've ever had, honestly.
No, if you've ever had honey mead, there's a company called Brewed Mead. That stuff, because it is basically honey and nuts. It's like you can taste it, like you said. You had a pint later, you lick your lips, and you go.
That's definitely going to be one of my future beers of the year. I'm going to have to add that to my list of wild and wonderful beers then. But this now, along with another one of, I can't remember what they call it, but I've got another one in the cool box. But another one of Wild Child's beers is now also available in Tesco's. So a couple of, because quite a few supermarkets have had a big changeover, haven't they, in fresh beers in and stuff like that. So I'm sure mentioned
Sycamore Arms big haul.
Oh yeah,
glory hole. Matt, he's filled his hole right up.
We'll talk about some of those in Martin Brewis a little bit later on.
In other news, though, in Heatergate.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. This needed its own jingle. This section.
We have a new remote control, and guess what? It only bloody works.
Yay!
I asked him what he wanted. I said, thanks so much for helping out. It's all working. What do you want me to do with the remote you sent me that was basically useless? And he said, dispose of that box of crap. Because they hadn't got a clue why it didn't work. He just says, I've got you a new one. So kudos to, they called, if you ever have an outdoor patio heater, Key AC. I'm not affiliated with them, but what I could say was they're really good value for money. And if ever you have a problem with them, their customer service is really, really good. Like literally can't go out the way enough to help you out. And it was my fault, remember, for losing the bloody remote in the first place. So
I just can't wait until it turns up, that old remote.
Yeah, it'll inevitably turn up at some point, but yeah, it's still lost.
It will do.
Yeah.
So, listeners, viewers,
I'll probably come round to barbecue in the summer, and it'll probably be over there, and I won't realise that the dog had it. You know what I mean? Like just something stupid. Yeah.
Listeners, viewers, let's have like a little bet between yourselves.
It turns up between now and the end of the year. Yeah,
that's it. Put your mum in. You can even go a week if you want. See how close we can get. So it's a bit like a guess the weight of a baby or something when it's born. It's like that, but
weight of the pig at the country fair.
Yeah.
If you get the weight right, you get its weight in sausages.
Yeah.
I reckon he's put it in his fridge when he's been doing his stock check. Behind the beers in the fridge.
When I was at this place upside down, Jan, I had everything out. I had everything out the fridge because I thought the same thing. I've had it in my hand when I put something back in the fridge. I had the whole lot out.
Oh,
you should have seen it in here. Sam came in and there was stuff just strewn across the garden because she was like, "What are you doing in there?" And I was like, "I'm looking for my bloody remote."
There's not worse than when a man loses a remote, though, is there?
Out of control at that point.
Yeah, very good. Oh, I like that. Right, I think it's quiz time. It's the Big Pub Shed pub quiz with your host Jimbo, your contestants Jan of the Boxing Hounds in Hampshire, Dave, Andy.
Hey!
Oh!
You did so well to not say Pablo instead of Jan and then called me Dave. What a plonk.
Andy of the Done It in Stoke. Oh. You know, when I did Jan's name first, at that point, I think in the back of my head, I knew I was going to do it wrong. I thought I should have started with Andy. That's what I normally do. No. Anyway, there we go.
Golden belly. That bloody stout's gone straight to his head, John.
There are no buzzer questions this week, unfortunately.
Oh, put it away.
Yeah, no buzzer questions this week.
I haven't got a bloody buzzer anyway. I just have to shout swear words at you.
Yeah. There might be one we can turn into a buzzer question, but anyway.
I think you could get one made with Jan's voice on it.
Yeah.
Multiple voices of Jan. Like them Mr. T sound boxes.
Yeah. Just a Jan one.
Just like, fuck up, you twat.
Norman?
Get out of my fridge. No.
No.
So, your first question is this one. So, you're both going to get a chance to choose an answer. Here's your first question, multiple choice. A Japanese design studio has created a new glass that is capable of what? It's either A, catching spillages so you don't waste your beer. B, providing 3 different types of mouthfeels. Or changing the size depending on the measure of your beer you require. So it changes in size depending on the measure of the beer. Yeah. So it's either A, catching spillages so you don't waste your beer. This is a new glass that this Japanese design studio has created. Either A, catching spillages so you don't waste your beer. B, providing 3 different types of mouthfeels. Or C, changing in size depending on the measure of the beer that you require.
Yeah, I've seen them glasses that you put on, like, where you have them at rugby and stuff, where they've got like a manifold at the bottom and they put it on a machine and it fills up from the bottom.
Yeah.
So if it was like one to do different sizes, I guess you could adapt that system a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the mouthfeel one would work. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But I like the sound of the first one, catching the spillages, because no doubt, usually, I mean, coasters were invented to catch spillages, weren't they?
Yeah.
Puts the coaster out of business, but also you get all the beer in your glass, don't you? So I'm going to go with A on this one.
Because there are times when you miss your mouth, and you know, for no reason at all, you've forgotten how to sip, and you just miss. You forget to put your mouth on the glass, and you just pour it on yourself.
Yeah.
Even with my massive mouth, that happens. Yeah.
Jan, what you reckon?
Oh, I think I'm going to go with changes size. Only because that makes sense to me, because it bugs the hell out of me when you pour in a can into a pint glass. So I'm going to go with that, because I'd like one if they sell them.
So a glass that changes in size depending on the measure of the beer for Jan, and for Andy, he's gone for catching spillages so you don't waste your beer. Let's see who's got it right, or has anybody got it right? No.
Oh.
Yeah, providing 3 different types of mouthfeels this glass provides. Now look at that. That is, I'm not messing. I've not even messed with that image. That is the glass. That is a glass.
No way.
So I've got a description here. You must have got something.
The same glass. It's got Ale and Audio written on the front of it.
That's not the same. For the listeners, this glass it looks like it's been melted and bent out of shape. It's really weird. So this is the description of how this works. So the glass, which Nendo, which is the design company, made for Japan's oldest beer brand, Sapporo. I think we mentioned that before on this show.
Sapporo.
Yeah. It's got an asymmetrical silhouette, which affects how the beverage interacts with the palate of the drinker. There we go. It's spelled differently, that, isn't it? And has straight sides on the front and back, while the left side curves inwards and the right side curves outwards. It's very unusual. Go to YouTube if you want to have a look at this glass.
Basically,
I'll try and remember to share it.
What they've made is a glass with like a Rubik's Cube. So if you've got a beer of this type, drink off this side of it. If you've got a beer of this type, drink from this side of it. And if you don't care, buy a different glass.
If you walked into a pub with a row full of glasses like that, you'd think you're already pissed.
And they would definitely pour Guinness in it because they hadn't got a clue.
Yeah.
Straight to the top, one pour. Not even wait till it settles. Straight to the top, all the way. Here's your stupid glass. Jog on.
I can't wait. A few years time. Few years time when Shit London Guinness posts a picture of that glass, we'll remember this, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll go. That's a good Guinness.
Does it
that
work?
One. Yeah.
Only
if you drink it out the bulging side.
Yeah, I've no idea if it works. This is just a news story I saw, so look out for this strange looking glass.
Yeah. They're only £50 each.
Just wait till you get him on Martin Brewis deal.
Oh yeah, with a surgery.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. It's estimation. So, more than 40 Germans from a gun club have smashed a drinking record on the island of Mallorca this week. Mallorca. How many pints were consumed in the 8 hours by the 40-odd people?
God. Is this an estimation question?
Estimation question.
Yeah.
See, now I wish I had my pen and paper.
Math it up.
40.
40 people over a weekend.
Over 8 hours.
In 8 hours. So a good session for 40 people. Now, we went
they were
on
trying
a stag
to,
do.
in one bar. I'll say that as well.
Well, I'm just going to say, we went to stag do in Benidorm. Found this beach bar. I think I've told this story before. We found this beach bar and we basically took over this beach. We didn't go to any other bar while we were there. I don't know why. We took over this place. And so much so that we actually drank all the bottled beer stock that they had. There was 20 of us in this bar for 3 days and we'd done nearly 5,000 bottles of beer. That's a good effort, that is.
It's a lot of beer.
I mean, I didn't drink like a percentage of that, but some of the other guys were just literally like, bring us another, the buckets of beer where they got 10 bottles in. Bring us another bucket out. Bring us another bucket out. It was just like constant.
Animals,
yeah. I had to go have a time out because I was like, I can't do this all day. So I went to Neptune's, is it, in Benidorm?
Oh, that's the where they filmed the program, isn't it? Yeah.
Went in there because you got to go in there. Walked in, had a pint, walked out, and then got me. My cousin was like just 18, and we're walking down the main street, and obviously the Sticky Vicky and the
rest in peace, God bless her.
Yeah. He's probably got like a second, third, fourth generation of a family taking over, so family business. And then there's obviously like ladies there with like hardly any on, and he's like, and the best thing was his dad was with us, and he's like, Dad, can we go in there? Can we? And we were like, no, we're not doing it. Brilliant. So yeah, 40 Germans in an 8-hour stint.
And it beat a record, apparently, for that particular bar.
So Germans are known for drinking Steins, aren't they? Stein is about a litre of beer. So it's just under a couple of pints in it.
What are we saying?
40 blokes, 2 pints an hour.
Right.
Any more than 2 pints an hour, and that's going somewhere. 30 minutes for a pint,
especially maintaining it.
Yeah, chugging them might take you over the edge, but
your first couple of hours, I think you could probably do a pint an hour, 2 pints an hour. Sorry, 2 pints an hour.
The lines I was going along.
But I think as you move into those 8 hours, you're going to struggle out.
There's a few lads that'll go hard first,
and
then finish off.
Yeah, like me when we were at Stoke, that's what I did. I just went crazy to start with, and then that was that.
Whatever this record is, Jan beat it.
1 p.m. went crazy at 1 p.m. and party started at 7. Jan and party was already in the after party.
Yeah, but then I carried on at a hotel when we got back there. So I'm going along those sort of lines. I was thinking 2 pints an hour. If you put it as an average over the 8 hours, 40 of them, plus maybe a little bit more because there's probably a few that drink quicker. So I'm going to say 950.
Ooh, that's a good number, that is.
In 8 hours.
40 people.
See, I was thinking at the 800 mark, two an hour. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with 800.
Okay. Can I give the marks to anyone today? Because, like I say, if you're close enough, I'll give it you. But if you're not, none of you'll get
800 for me, 950 for Jan.
Nah, I can't give it anyone. 400.
Oh.
So, yeah, I was surprised myself by this when I saw they'd smashed a record. But, yeah, apparently smashed a record for that particular bar. But I suppose if you're thinking, you're relying on every one of those 40 people having those 2 pints
an
hour.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah. But I think me and Andy both went along the same lines there. You're assuming all 40 of them were drinking heavily and probably some more than others, but there actually was probably less than others.
Yeah, I just went with that. I just went with that pint Stein thing. Like if you go to Oktoberfest, like the guys are drinking them Steins, and you'd have one of them in an hour at least.
Yeah.
And that's like nearly 2 pints. That's where I went.
So the answer was 400 pints overall, which
still
kind of
an effort.
It's still very good effort, yeah. And I'm sure somebody else might step up and try and beat that next year. Hope it doesn't encourage any of our beer lovers to go across and attempt it. Drink responsibly, as I always like to say. Don't be silly.
Maybe that was just a really, really quiet pub, and the previous record was only 5 pints.
Next question.
Well here, Andy.
No points at all yet.
We're not. No, rubbish, Jan.
Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish.
Next question. We're back to multiple choice. Gives you a chance. What have scientists recently been in the news for discovering in one of these locations? So they've discovered one of these things. It's either A, a beer bottle in the deepest part of the ocean. B, evidence of a tool used to pump beer in a tomb in Egypt. Or C, an empty bottle of whiskey in a crater on the moon's surface. I think we're going with Andy first this time.
I mean, they love finding stuff in the sea, don't they? Down there with all the microplastics. Could be. Empty bottle of whiskey on a crater on the moon seems like they're not going to find it because nobody's been there.
Unless Neil Armstrong and all that got lashed when they were up there.
That's why they were doing all that funny walking.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
The other one was
fixated on the ocean one.
Evidence of a tool used to pump beer found in a tomb in Egypt.
Somebody found a physics machine in. Somebody found a corkscrew in a bottle of wine in a tomb.
But yeah, the deepest part of the ocean.
They did make wine, though, didn't they? Egyptians. That's like.
The deepest part of the ocean, though, is like not much gets down there at all, does it? Everything like explodes and everything.
I'm going to stick with my first instinct. They found loads of shit in the sea, haven't they? So I'm going to go with one of them. Bottom of the deepest part of the ocean.
A bottle of beer in the deepest part of the ocean for Andy.
Yeah, they probably put it on eBay.
So I am going to go with beer pouring equipment found in Egypt.
Yep, sounds sensible. Has anybody got the correct answer then? Jan going for the beer pump tool found in tomb in Egypt. Andy going for bottle in the deep. Yeah, perfect draft in a pyramid. Andy going for a bottle in the deepest part of the ocean. Somebody is correct.
Ooh.
So we have finally got a point.
Ooh.
Who's got the point? It's Andy.
Hey!
So there's a picture on screen for YouTube viewers of this bottle, and
It's
it
a Stella.
just looks like a Stella. You'd expect it to look really ancient, wouldn't you, or something?
No.
And it's just a bottle of
Someone in the
Stella. Look at
boat.
it, or a bottle of
Brilliant.
Beck's. And how it survived and is in one piece, I've no idea. Because you thought it'd kind of like, crush, wouldn't you, under the
Yeah,
pressure?
Yeah. I mean, the benefit it has
Right.
is the fact that the liquid can get inside it, so it can equalise the pressure, can't it? It's not like there's
True.
air trapped in it. So
Yeah.
True.
it's air that
Yeah.
contracts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go. It looks very lonely down there.
Does, doesn't it?
I hope he
Yeah.
enjoyed it. That diver before he littered at the bottom of the ocean.
No one will
Oh,
ever find this.
The other guy in the sub's like driving off like that. He's like, oh, look what I spotted. He's like, oh shit, he's found my bottle.
Yeah. There's a diver out. There's a diver out there now
Yeah.
who's read the news and he's going, "I'm going to get £100 fine."
Oh, God. On the spot fine.
Oh dear.
Oh, good job he hadn't got a traffic cone on his head.
Your final question is this one then, okay? There is multiple choice, but I'm going to reveal what those options are one by one. So here we go.
Oh,
A brewery in Goochland, Virginia, the US, has closed indefinitely while the owner recovers from some health issues, which we hope she recovers or they recover fine and get through their health issues, whatever. Obviously, that's a serious part of it. But what is the name of this brewery? Okay, so I've got some choices for you. It's either Sniff Pit Brew Co., Hanging Balls Brewing, or Licking Hole Brewery.
it is in Goochland.
Oh,
So
dear.
what is the name of this brewery that the owner has had to kind of close for a while while they recover?
Ladies first, you can pick, Jan.
Oh, thanks very much, Andy. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
I've got absolutely no idea, but I'm going to go with, only because obviously it's very well documented that women's boobs go south, but what they don't tell you lot when you get to a certain age is your balls start hanging. So I'm going with Hanging Balls Brewery.
It's a great thing. They do say that as soon as it starts touching the water, don't sit down for a wee anymore. I was going to go with Hanging Balls, but I'm going to be different. And obviously, we've mentioned filling holes already. I'm going to go with the Licking Hole Brewery.
So Jan's going for Hanging Balls. Andy's going for Licking Hole.
You can sniff your own pet, but we aren't joining in.
And if you've just tuned into the Ellen Audio podcast, welcome. Before we move on and give you the answer, guess which immature Sheddie sent us this question?
Oh, Dave.
No, well, Pat. I would have had down Pat for this, not Dave. Norman.
Oh my God! Yeah, of course it was bloody Norman, wasn't it? Yeah.
Norman.
Has anybody got the right answer?
Oh,
Someone's got the right answer.
Oh.
It's either Hanging Balls or Licking Hole Brewery. Hanging Balls Brewing or Licking Hole Brewery.
Come on.
If
Well
it's
done.
Norman, it's Licking Hole. If If you told me that before, that's the first answer I'd have gone with.
It's looking all.
Ah!
Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery.
Licking Old Creek. Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Their
you
logo
go.
doesn't quite represent their brand.
Well, I don't know. It depends. If you look at it closely, I mean, there's a heart on it. There's like an X. There's a
Tree? Is that a tree on the top of it?
Yeah,
With
I
my
think
glasses
so.
on.
But yeah, all the best to the owner of the brewery. We hope you get back to brewing beer for Licking Hole very soon.
Yeah. Licking split.
Yeah, that's it. So there we go. I think did you finish 1-1 in the end there?
No. I
No.
won 2.
Oh,
2-0.
2-1. Well,
2-0.
2-0.
She hasn't got a pad.
Oh yeah, of course you did. You went for Licking Hole, didn't you?
She hasn't got a pad.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
there we go. So well done,
Fucking
Andy.
rubbish.
But we've got some Guess That Pub Shed sound to do.
Oh.
So last time, you may remember, we were sent the Pub Shed sound by Cammy from K52 MPD, and this is what it was. And yes, many people got this right. So many people got it right. Well done to everyone who did. It is a bottle lid being removed. It could be any bottle, but obviously, what's it going to be?
Pink gin.
Pink gin. Of course it is. So well done, everyone who got that right. Well done. Yep. Now, it is getting harder, this game. It's getting more tricky to come up with Pub Shed sounds. I'm running out of sounds in here.
I was going to say, is it harder to figure them out what they are, or is it harder to actually figure out the noise, that make the noise?
Yeah.
Harder to find something to make a noise now. So if anyone has any that I won't have, because, you know, I've not got everything in this Pub Shed, but if there's anything you can think of we haven't done, you can record us one, send us one through. But I have got one today. I think it's a pretty good one, actually. So here's
getting away with it then.
Here's the Pub Shed sound for today. Have a listen. I'm going to play it a couple of times, and then in our Uncut edition, Andy and Jan are going to have a chat about what they think it is. So here's the Pub Shed sound. Get in touch and let us know what you think it is. And one more time. What's that Pub Shed sound? Answers on a postcard. Andy, Dave.
Andy, Dave. Andy, Dave.
You all right, Dave?
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Dave's changed.
He's drank that much.
He's
drank that much Guinness. He's turned into Jan.
I think I know what this is.
Go on then.
I think he's putting a bin bag out.
That's what I thought. First of all, when it started off quietly, I thought it was like a packet of crisps rustling. But then when you hear that, it definitely sounds like a bin bag. Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Oh!
It's a good noise, that, isn't it?
I've got a Pub Shed sound I was going to do was this. No, but now I've given it away, so nobody will know it was a wooden cock spoon in a metal cup.
Yeah, no, it's his wooden cock bottle opener.
Wooden cock bottle opener steering in a metal cup.
So there we go. That's what the Pub Shed sound was. People who are watching this on YouTube, you've got the answer already on Spotify.
No spoilers.
They'll still be guessing. Yeah, don't tell everyone. So anyway, next then. Oh, this is good. Here we go. I love this. I love that this is back. Right.
What, Norman?
I'm bringing out. Are we ready? I'm bringing out the Northern Monks.
Oh.
We've had another confession in the confessions booth, and it's from a member of our Pub Shed and Home Bar community. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, here we go. Forgive me, Jimbo, for I have sinned. I stopped traffic while having a wee after a heavy night out. Forgive me, Jimbo, for I've sinned. I stopped traffic while having a wee after a heavy night out. Okay, possible answers then, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, the Cleveland Arms? Is it B, Carl at the Beers Here Now pub shed? Or is it C, Spenno at the Spencer Arms? So one of those people admitting to stopping traffic.
Somebody had admitted to something that a lot of people do.
Yeah, but stopping traffic.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Means they were having a pee in the middle of the road, so they were.
Yeah, I've seen
plastered.
it.
So yes,
I've got no
Cleveland
idea.
Arms. Steve from the Cleveland Arms. Carl from the Beers Here Now pub shed in Durham. Or C, Spenno at the Spencer Arms.
Has Steve at the Cleveland Arms done a confession before?
Oh,
Can't remember actually.
Oh, good one, John.
I know definitely Spenno and Cole wouldn't have done because they're relatively new.
Yeah. Well, I called Spenno out on the last one, thinking it might have been him then. So this could be.
What was the last one? Remind me, Andy.
It was the longest. It was the longest. Unfortunate circumstances of events you've ever heard in your life.
It was Matt of the Canary and Cockerel, wasn't it? Fell down the stairs.
He was sick in the sink, and then cut his hand, then fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Knocked his tooth out.
Lost his tooth out, and then nearly fell asleep in a bush on the way home. The most convoluted confession ever. I mean, he could have just submitted 5 confessions, but he went all in on one.
No, because I did that at the beginning when nobody else would. I did about 5 confessions.
We know.
Well, could be anybody really, couldn't it? I'm Steve at the Cleveland Arms. Cole, he's very recently, isn't he, involved in...
There will be a chat with Carl as well in a upcoming episode. Cool. Already recorded in the list.
So you're trying to make us pick a name now. Or it could be Spenno.
See what you're doing there. Good point.
Yeah, but Spenno likes to go and pee behind the shed. So I think even if he was drunk, I'm not sure he would want to go in the middle of the road to have a pee. I suppose it depends how... Have you ever done it, Andy? How plastered
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've not done it. I've seen it.
How drunk were they?
Obscenely drunk. So much so that they were just walking around with it sort of dangling out, just like this, in the middle of the road.
Oh, I don't know.
Hanging Balls Bruco.
Yeah.
Does it say how old they were when this happened or anything like that?
No.
Not
so you've been sneaky.
Yeah, not. It's very simple to start with. Forgive me, Jimbo, for I've sinned. I stopped traffic while having a wee after a heavy night out.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to go with Steve.
Going with Steve at the Cleve.
Yeah.
Cleveland Arms in Kent.
I was going to go with Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
From the Beers Here Now pub shed in Durham. Yeah. Right.
Oasis style.
So, you've made your judgments. You've accused. You pointed the finger. Let's find out. Oh, are you going to say something then, Jan?
No.
Let's find out who the confession belongs to.
Hello, Jimbo. It's Spenno here from the Spencer Arms, and I have sinned. On a night out with my friend and his dad, we sat in the Union, I think it was, in Aylstone, drinking pedigree beer. When I went up to get the next beer, the bar lady said, No, sit down and ring that bell, and I will come to your aid and bring you your beers.
Just before I carry on with that confession, try not to... I've been... Ever since I heard Spenno's voice, all I can think of is Captain Jack Sparrow. I'll carry on.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted. So we kept ringing the bell, and she kept bringing beer. And we kept ringing the bell, and she kept bringing beer. And I didn't get up to empty my bladder until we went to leave for the chip shop. On the way over to the chip shop, I came across some flower beds at the side of the road, to which I decided needed watering. I took out myself and started to water the flowers, creating this huge wee arch, which I was very proud of. I started to step back, walk backwards, creating the arch was getting bigger and bigger. I had a lot of wee to get rid of. Unfortunately, as I was stepping back into the road, and I didn't realise I was stopping the traffic. I'd had a lot of beer. I was just concentrating on this huge wee arch going directly into the flower bed. I couldn't work out whether the papping was to applaud my amazing feat or was just tell me to get out of the way. Anyway, Jimbo, that is my sin, and I'm glad that I've come to your church to confess my sins. I feel repented. Please forgive me. Oh, Jimbo, please forgive me.
Do we forgive him?
Sea turtles. There we go.
I don't know why I was laughing so much. As soon as you stopped and said Jack Sparrow, I heard it instantly.
You can't hear anything else, can you?
He's rude to wake a man while he's dreaming.
I want Spenno turning up at Pablo's dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. And can I tell you something? You know, when you said to me, Janny, you're going to say something, I was actually going to change my mind to Spenno. And I thought, no, stick with it. Never mind.
I like how proud he was of his wee arch.
Yeah.
There's some good pressure build up right there. We know how difficult a wee arch is.
Oh, we have so much fun, Jan.
Yeah.
I bet you do, yeah.
When we were kids, Jan, you used to try and get over a 6-foot fence.
People used to try and get it over me. They're quite successful. I'm only joking. Definitely not.
And some dirty cretins used to do it over the side of the cubicle while you were in it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Wow. Right. Gruesome.
Horrible gits.
Glad those days are gone. Well, obviously, apart from occasional Saturday nights. But
I don't think I've got the pressure these days.
Thanks, Spenno. You are forgiven, but also praised for your what sounds like was an amazing wee arch.
Yeah.
So, okay. Time for some Martin Brewis. Where are we, Martin Brewis? Here we go.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
So, not loads at the minute. I think a lot of the offers have kind of died down a bit, haven't they, after all the January craze?
I think that, like you've mentioned a bit earlier, I think there's been a new swathe of beers into supermarkets. So the beers tend to hit, but not be on offer to start with. So maybe in a week or two's time, they'll start be included on those sort of club card-y type discounts. Sam made a good point the other day that let's not get carried away with club card and nectar these days, because you used to get points, didn't you? You used to get points for whatever you spent your money on, and you could use them further down the line. Now what they're doing is those cards are charging you the price that it should be. Not so we're a bit against the old cards, but you can't argue with a discount if it comes along, can you? So keep your eyes on those Hot Deals UKs, the ones that Dave always says. They usually have some sort of tilt around about this time, like big packs of beers, maybe from Amazons and things like that I've seen. So
and I think you mentioned previous as well, it's a good time to look out for your beer festival tickets as well, and early bird offers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking of, so Aidan's the chief IT officer of the pub shed community at the two dash hands,
Yes.
as you discussed on last episode. I have actually got, I think, well, because I work in IT as well, but I'm just a bit slow on the uptake. But I think putting beer festivals in sort of a central point for people to go and see would be beneficial, because obviously people use Instagram, and you kind of see one, you forget it. You don't see it. So, you have see tickets and things like that. If only we could get all of beer festivals together so people could see when they are, what they could do, link off to the website to go see some tickets, that would be pretty decent. So maybe it's something we could do. But yeah, there's I did see some first three for the Hills Festival that Beak put on. They've got some tickets coming up. Riverton will be announcing some tickets very soon for their farm trip, which is back end of August. So just keep your eyes peeled, I think.
Kind of along the lines of tickets and events sort of things. I spotted one which is quite relevant for the ladies in particular. International Women's Brew Day, Friday the 8th of March. Now, this is the Brew House Kitchen. They're doing like a free event for women to get involved in a brew day on International Women's Day. And it's across various venues. I think places are limited. If you go to the website... Yeah, I don't know if it's one of these ones in particular, because there's a lot of different breweries that do them. But this is done by... Is she doing the Brew House Kitchen? No,
she's not from this kitchen one. She's Sam and her friend are going to Riverton for theirs.
Oh, nice one. But yeah, if anyone's looking for one, International Women's Brew Day, Brew House Kitchen. Looks like they've got loads of different places they're doing it. Not mentioned the bars or the breweries, but all of the different places. I'll quickly run down them for the listeners. But there's Bedford.
Just before you do, the Brew House Kitchen is actually the bar. So if you've got the Brew House Kitchen, like the Litchfield one I've been to, they are Brew House Kitchen bars. So if you just go on their website, you find their locations on there. But yeah, Jimbo can run through
There we go. So what is which one have you been to before?
Litchfield.
Okay.
I've been to the one in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Portsmouth.
So yeah,
Portsmouth.
Bedford, Bournemouth, Bristol, Cardiff, Cheltenham, Chester, Dorchester, Gloucester Keys, Highbury, Horsham, Hoxton, Islington, Lichfield, Milton Keynes, Nottingham, Poole, Portsmouth, Southampton, Southbourne, Southsea, Sutton, Coalfield, and Worthing are all places you might be able to find one of these free.
I bet that one in Southampton's better than the one in Portsmouth.
Oh, the one at Bournemouth will be better as well.
Oh yeah, it will be, definitely. Yeah.
The one in Worthing will be better. Any event.
We're on the wind up. Something else I spotted. I know we mentioned kind of supermarket beers and stuff like that, but Vocation, they always have got offers on at the minute. I noticed that they've still got them on, so have a check of them. Got some good discounts on their beers, and particularly some of the ones from Christmas, like the Whamageddon beers and the Double Whammy beer. They're down on offer at the minute as well on their website. The Christmas pudding beer, Roll With It. If you want to stock up on your Roll With It, which is obviously a really good fridge filler beer, get that one. And then also there's some t-shirts as well. So like they do like a Manchester and a Sheffield t-shirt with quite a cool illustration on them, and a tote bag as well. So there's some stuff on there you can have a look at. I think something that's it's not necessarily money saving, but it's quite a good thing to go and grab if you get a chance, because I think there might be a limited edition maybe or not. I don't know how long they're in supermarkets for. But Andy, you mentioned in your live on Friday that Brew York, they've got a couple of new beers in, haven't they? Well, not new beers, but some of their core range beers or beers they've done before.
I'm traveling taxi and whatever it was. I can't remember the other one.
Coney. I picked them both up. Tesco's, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good way to pick up a couple of Brew York beers from your local supermarket. Like I said as well, Wild Child have announced that they're in. Where were they? I think they might have been at Tesco as well, actually. So Wild Child, you can get in Tesco's too. Couple of their beers. So yeah, it's a couple of good things you can grab. Kind of what you maybe before wouldn't have said was a fridge filler. But now it's in a supermarket. You can kind of class it in the fridge filler now, can't you?
Yeah, I think Northern Monk have got a raft of new beers in Tesco's, North, Buxton, Vocation. I was just trying to find on people's posts, because obviously I mentioned before, like there's a lot of people who have been filling their fridges from various supermarkets. I think even like the non-craft, like the real ale drinkers out there's a few like interesting interpretations from people like Green King that you kind of would probably turn your nose at previously, but they've got some new cans and things like that. So it's always worth a try. It might turn out dire, but
worth having a look.
Everybody tastes different. It's worth taking a look.
And as always, let us know if you see any yourself, and we'll share them on future episodes and on our stories.
Better, let us know the ones you taste and go, oh my God, you've got to go get some of that, because we're always on the lookout for the next supermarket banger. Like you said, the Polly's one the other week. I've not had it yet, but everybody's been raving on about it. Roll with it. Always roll with it. Like you said, it was a Tesco favourite. I've got a can left from Christmas in my fridge, and then we've had different ones as we go. So there's always on the next supermarket banger.
That's it. The just two bodies, Polly's. If you do see it in Sainsbury's and they've got a few of them, get 4 on the 4 for free deal, because they're worth it. They're really worth it. I've seen quite a few people tried it and have agreed. So yeah, get hold of it if you can. Right then, time for.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
So our pub shed turn, Sheddie Mercury is here. He's going to sing a song. Today's song request themes are all about talking, speaking, gossip. So it's going to be something along those lines. Have a listen to this. By the way, the last one, we didn't get it, did we? Do you remember?
No.
Well done to loads of people who got it right. I think Abby Tronic was one of the first people to respond and say, I knew what that it was straight away. Jan?
Was it Genesis?
It wasn't Genesis. It was Heart Songs last time. It wasn't Genesis.
Oh, can't remember then.
Was it like?
No.
Was it my heart's shaking, baby. My heart, it beats like a drum. A drum. That's right. Come on.
It wasn't Kelly Marie. No, it was "Groove Is in the Heart" by Delight.
Oh.
I heard it. I just couldn't get it right.
Liar.
Me and Dave were speechless because we hadn't got a clue what was going on.
I didn't know either, because I didn't know. Last week he didn't tell me what it was, so he decided.
He played this game. He's like, I'm going to keep it a secret for myself. And then we said, how do we know who's got it? And he was like, good question.
Well, they couldn't give me an answer anyway, so that were fortunate.
No clue.
But this week,
you know tonight.
I know what it is tonight, so I'm not playing along tonight. Okay. But here we go. Here's Sheddie Mercury. Here's his song. Remember, talking, speaking, gossip theme songs. It's something like that, and you'll hear it or will have heard it in today's show at some point. We're gonna have it one more time. I think, looking at Jan and Andy, I think they might need it one more time.
It's the saddest Sheddie Mercury song I think we've ever heard.
They don't want it one more time, but I think they need it one more time if they've got any chance, I think. So here we go. It does sound very sad. The song actually isn't as sad as it sounds.
I thought I nearly had it then, but the funny thing is, when he starts singing, I think the little shit's singing the Coronation Street thing to start with, right? Then he goes to something else, and like the last couple of lines of that, I thought, I know it, but it wasn't quite there.
If you'd have done the next bit,
he looks
got
more
it.
like Ken. He looks more like Ken Dodd than Ken Barlow, don't he? So.
Yeah, but oh god, no! I can't
guessing-
do it for laughing.
I haven't got a clue.
We're drawing blanks this week.
Blank.
Yeah.
Can we have one more listen?
Go
Yeah,
on
go
for
on.
the listeners. One more listen.
I don't know why I can say it in my ears.
It's Monday. It's
Oh, if you did the next bit, you'd get it.
That is really annoying. I fucking know the song, and it is so annoying.
Fucking
It's
know it.
right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, it's
Oh,
annoying,
right.
isn't it, when it's
I
like that?
haven't got a clue.
Well, we'll roll it over. Sorry, Jan, you'll have to come back to us later if you get it in your
Oh.
sleep.
I will.
She's
Yeah,
going to message me at 3:00 in the morning.
yeah, yeah.
She'll message me at 3:00 in the morning just after she's done a wee arch saying, I know what that song is.
It's not Ultravox, is it?
No, Ultravox has been requested. It's not that, though. But we'll leave it there. Come on,
Yeah.
listeners. Right, okay.
Brilliant.
So from one frustrating game to another. What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box?
Hi guys, Jan here from the Boxing Hounds, and I've brought along my famous box. Can you guess what's inside it this week? 20 questions, and I can only answer yes or no.
So yes, what is in Jan's box? I don't know. Andy doesn't know. I'm playing along as well. So go on then, Andy. Start us off.
Is it made of wood?
No.
No. Remember, everyone, we've got 20 questions to try and guess what's in Jan's box. It's usually something pub shed related, home bar related, garden related. Are we kind of in that area this time, Jan?
Yeah.
Before we...
Yep.
Okay, that's
Jam
all right. then.
related. It's in
Not a
her box
question.
after all.
Is it made of
Can I-
plastic? Oh, yeah.
I'll just say, 10 minutes into the recording tonight, I didn't have a fucking clue what I was going to do because I completely forgot about it. And all of a sudden I thought, shit, I haven't done Jan's box. So I hope we haven't done this one before. I don't think we have.
It could come back in Jan's box. Who
It-
knows?
Maybe
Well,
it's still
it
in there
might.
from last time.
It
Yeah.
might be. You never know.
Is it made of plastic?
No.
Is it material?
Yes.
Oh. Is it? I'm stuck now. Is it? Can you hold it in two hands? No, in one hand. In one hand.
Yes.
This material thing. Does it attach to something?
It can.
Can you sit on it?
I'm going to say no.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. That's,
Something material. Can attach stuff to it. Can't sit on it though. Is it for decoration?
Yes.
hmm. Okay. Have I got one in my bar that you can see?
Not
That's
that
me
I
all day.
can see. Not that I can see.
Hmm.
Quick, show the camera around. Tell us when to stop. Colder, colder, colder.
I'm wonky now.
Oh, you what?
That's 8 questions.
Wonky, sorry, wonky. Decoration material, can't sit on it, can be attached to things. Have I got some in my bar?
I'm not 100% sure, Andy. Possibly.
Is it used in any way for comfort? I know I said do you sit on it, but I now asking, do you use it for comfort?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Is it used in the serving of drinks?
No.
I'm well confused now. I
Mm,
thought we had it at the start.
yeah, I thought we were close, but now we seem to
So
be
did I.
further away.
Is it quite plump?
No. That's 12
So, right.
questions.
Recap.
So we must be thin then.
Can be attached to things for decoration purposes. Can't really see it in my bar. Can't really see it in Jimbo's bar. We may have one. It's not used for anything to do with drinks. It's more decorative. Can be attached. Is it a flag?
Yes!
What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box?
I think the plumpness question.
I
thought if they don't get this, I'm sitting right under our big flag. I thought if they don't get this.
I was thinking if it wasn't flag, I was going to go like bar towels or something. But then I realised they weren't for decoration.
The drinks because I was like, I've got a bar towel there.
And then
but technically, when you asked if you could sit on it, you could if you had seat covers with flag designs on. But
yeah, and then I did spot it just above your head, just as Andy were about to guess it. So there we go. Very good. Yes, we got there in the end. Speaking of bar towels, I got a couple of new ones. Well, they're hard to come by, these, aren't they? Aussie Owl giving me again. If you want to put that image in your head, you give me a beer, then you give me some towels. Hook Norton, and what's that one? Titanic. Yeah,
it's a good one. These are available on their shop. This is a good one.
They're not easy to find, are they, these days?
No,
not a lot of the modern breweries do them, do they?
No, Titanic do sell them because they're old school. I mean, my favourite one, which I use quite often, is this one. which I borrowed many years ago and never took back. Because who would give a Castlemine 4X for anything else?
Oh,
That's a good one.
Brilliant. Right, on we go then. Getting towards the end now. It's Pub Shed of the Week. And this one was... Yeah, I was tipped off by Colin Crafty Beer Lad, who said, "Oh, have you featured these yet?" And you know what? I have seen them cropping up recently, and I think they've kind of been round longer than they've been round a while. But I think in the early days, they did a lot earlier on when they started building the bar. Then they went quiet for a bit, and then they've come back. They've come back round now.
Mr. Andrew Wilcox has featured these guys today.
Ah, well, that's good timing then, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was after you said we're going to do these tonight, and then he featured them. I'm thinking, was he in our chat?
he never told me who we were doing tonight, by the
Jan,
way. So it's
I'm
a big
sorry.
surprise for me.
Big surprise for
right.
Jan.
Oh, Jan, wait till you see the state of this place.
It's Pedro's Bar in Cardiff. It's a great looking place. I did get some messages back very promptly, so that was really good. So where does the name Pedro's Bar come from? It's like Pablo v Pedro. Pedro's Bar. It's got the name. They've got the name from his surname. His surname's
coach driver.
His surname's Pede. He's been called Pedro by his close mates for years. They opened in 2023. The building's been built for about 2 years, but only started converting it in early 2023. It's based in Cardiff. He works from home and lives with 4 women, wife, 2 daughters, and a mother-in-law. So he needed a man space, quite desperately with the sound of it. And yeah, also it gets lonely working from home. It's hard to get people together when you're my age. He says, assuming our age, I'm assuming. So he wanted a space for friends to come. He says he built everything inside the bar himself, in the flooring, the paneling, the painting, the bar itself. He's the landlord, and he just lets the wife have a drink in there. So yeah, he lets her in every now and again, which sounds great. That's what he said. That was his words. He's got a dog called Cody, pub shed pet called Cody. Big shout out to Lawson and Nat, who are regulars, and the wife Kelly, and the mother-in-law Bevia. Bevlar. That's what he's going for. Bevlar, there we go. Story-wise, he says he was the worst person at DIY you've ever seen, he says. He once glossed a whole ceiling at his last house. A gloss ceiling, wow.
I'm never painting that again.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. That could be a confession.
I certainly bought gloss.
He says he also used to put everything up with no more nails, and I'll tell you what, I'm still doing that these days. There we go. Yeah, Jan's the DIY expert. He says his father-in-law and brother-in-law are both builders, and they laughed when he said he was building a bar. Well, they're not laughing now because it looks brilliant. They said it had never happened, so he had to prove them wrong. He built the whole interior himself with no help. He's super proud of that. He's come from a man with a Phillips. He's come from a man who just had a Phillips screwdriver and a butter knife and a drill that his mum was given at a local bingo hall, to a man with his own bar. In future, he's hoping to have some summer parties, maybe theme nights, and get a keg set up one day as well. So there you go, Pedro's Bar. Thanks for the information. Mm-hmm. It looks really good. I've got on screen, you can see. But if you want to give him a follow, Pedro's _bar _ Cardiff.
Fridges and yours, Jan.
Yeah. I'm already following them, but yeah, it looks really good. Looks quite big as well.
I love that size of bar. I think it's just perfect. Kind of got like open a separate bar area to seating area. Yeah, it's nice.
I call that open plan, where you've got a lounge and a bar.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah.
He's obviously got the TV up in there as well. He's got his perfect draft.
He's dartboard for stabbing his punters in the face when he's playing darts. He's sitting on that sofa.
That's it. Oh, the fireplace area looks smashing though, doesn't it? Like you can see it in the pictures in the background, and I love the lighting, the LED lighting he's got around the place as well. Floor looks great. Nice. He really has done that really well. I love the cocktail and the bottle bar thing behind, with all the sort of spirits and stuff. I know that Daint's place Speakeasy were asking to see people's cockpits, weren't they, last week? Cocktail cockpits. So maybe Pedro's Bar should send his in. That's a great collection. That there he is. There's Pedro himself stood behind the bar there. in his Christmas jumper. So obviously that's on Christmas. But like I said, I think they were on the scene kind of last summer, but then obviously they were working on the bar, went a
Taking
bit
and
quiet.
working on it.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly. And they're back now.
I like it.
So great to see. Give them a follow. Like I said, that is Pedro's _bar_ Cardiff. Give them a follow and thanks for all that information.
It's got a YouTube channel, I think, as well. I'm not sure.
Yes,
if
he
he's got a
has
link.
actually. He has. I think he's done some YouTube things for his Crafty Beer Lad were telling me that. He has got a YouTube channel. So yeah, if you check out his bio on Instagram, you'll be able to follow his YouTube channel as well, and we'll do that from our channel.
You can
as
put
well.
it in the comment. You can put it in the description below his link. There you go.
That's it. There we go.
Yeah, brilliant.
So, yes. What are we up to this weekend then? Anybody got any big plans? Any little plans? Any plans of any type?
No, just
No.
watching the rugby. I think.
Still playing Jan's
What?
box.
Yeah.
That was question 18.
Watching the rugby and have a few beers. I think, like I told you, I'm skint. I just bought AC/DC tickets. And then
she's got a
obviously
fridge full of beer, so
Normandy.
she's fine.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Got the
What's in
supplies
Jan's- What's in Jan's box? AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Expensive
it.
they were.
That's
She's
She would
actually got them.
She would love to have AC/DC in her box.
Oh.
Sorry, Kev, I'm busy tonight. No, I've got no plans. I think we're trying to escape for a night on Saturday in the camper van. Bit of chill out weekend, I think, coming up. Sam's got. And then when does this come out? So we got another weekend. No, yeah, Sam's International Women's Day. She's booked in to go to Riverton for theirs. I think that's on the 7th of March, I think, to brew a beer there. And there's other events. It's not just the brewing beer and like getting involved with it, but there's like breweries that'll do like get you involved in actually making the beer. Some breweries are doing like talks around getting women into brewing beer. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled if you're into that sort of stuff. It's definitely worth going to one of those events. I mean, that place I went to was I didn't mention because I wasn't here. The other week I went to Riverton's Friends of the Tap event, so it was a brewery tour and beer tasting. Brilliant weekend. I went by myself, self-exclusion and all. Yeah, amazing place still. I think I called it my second home, mainly because I've only ever been there 3 times. And the people who run the food places know me better than anybody that lives around where I live. So that shows everything you need to know. So, but yeah.
There we go. So pretty steady weekends then.
Quiet one.
Hoping that Stoke are
about
going to
you?
pick something up.
No, that's not happening.
Well, what am I doing? Oh, there'll be a Sheffield Wednesday match this weekend. I think we've got Bristol. We might start. We look like we've turned a corner a little bit, but we've said that before. So anyway, yeah, not much for me other than that. Quiet one here as well. We've got Pablo's coming up, haven't we, and stuff. So
Pablo's on tonight.
Sorry, what's that?
Is Pablo on tonight?
Pablo on tonight? What do you mean he's on tonight?
Pablo Fried Bisco night, is he?
As of Friday, Friday, he will be because he didn't do one last week, did he? So as of Friday,
the week off to let Pub Shed TV come out.
Yeah.
He didn't want to up stages.
Yeah, that's it. And when you've got quiet weekends, I mean, Pablo's Disco is perfect, isn't it? So
yeah,
I'll be doing that.
So maybe that'll be me in the bar Friday night.
Overtone. I've got an Overtone beer, jukebox beer, Overtone jukebox ready to drink. Perfect
Did you
for the
get more
disco.
turning points?
There we are.
I haven't yet. I'm going to go stock up on them, ready for the next disco.
Stock up quick.
Yep. So I'll be doing that. But other than that, yeah, that's everything.
Can I just say, really, talking about beers again, can I just say really quickly, Unity Brewing, when I bought a load of their beers the other week, I got a Hell's Bock 7% called Give 'em Hell. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Give 'em hell.
Yeah, Give 'em hell. It does. Really good.
Sounds good. I'll have to have a look out for that one. I've just realised we probably haven't got a beer fact today, have we?
No.
He's not here.
Dave did an interesting beer fact on the chat we had on Friday.
Should we do that? Should we do that then?
No, I just say it's interesting more than boring. He said there's a term. He went on a beer tour, didn't he, of Everard's?
Yeah.
And he said that there's a term that's coined in the industry called Burtonized. Now, that's like somebody's moved to Burton upon Trent and then been consumed by the culture, in my eyes, but it's actually to do with the water in the area. So it's Burtonizing the water because Burton upon Trent is considered some of the best water in the country for brewing beer. That's why there's plenty of breweries associated with the place. And people replicate the water from Burton. So Burtonizing the water. That's a good fact.
It's a very good fact.
Yeah, it is a good fact, yeah.
I'll try and finish with a very rubbish one then. What number do you want?
Go on, then. 3.
It's the shit beer fact of the week. 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 And it's brought to you by
Jimbo.
The oldest known recipe for beer is over 4,000 years old and was discovered in a Sumerian poem that hailed the goddess Ninkasi as the lady who fills the mouth with beer.
See you next week.
Good night.